Cubs. Welcome to your Monday Read Aloud. This week, we're going to read a cute little chapter book called Adventures of Frog and Toad. And I will read you a chapter each day. It's by Arnold Lobel. But before we start, let's play a song about frogs to enjoy. What a cute story about a speckled frog, a cute song. That's a song we've heard at school before. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to read you the first chapter from Adventures of Frog and Toad by Arnold Lobel. The first story is called Spring. If I look at my table of contents, I can tell that the chapter called Spring starts on page 4. Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. Toad, Toad, shouted Frog. Wake up, it is spring. Blah, said a voice from inside the house. Toad, Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up. I am not here, said the voice. Well, I think if we can hear the voice, then he's definitely there. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. Toad, where are you? Called Frog. Go away, said the voice from a corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun. Help, said Toad. I cannot see anything. I think it's too bright for his eyes. Don't be silly, said Frog. What you see is the clear, warm light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it, said Frog. We will skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog, said Toad. I will be too tired. I am going back to bed. Sounds like he's in the blue zone because he's pretty tired. Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again. But Toad, cried Frog, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog, said Toad. How long have I been asleep? Well, you have been asleep since November, said Frog. Well then, said Toad, a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up at about 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. But Toad, said Frog, I will be lonely until then. Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page, and the January page, and February page, and the March page. He came to the April page. Frog tore off the April page too. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad, Toad, wake up! It is May now! Wait a second. Is it really May now? No. What? Said Toad. Can it be May so soon? Yes, said Frog. Look at your calendar. Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Why, it is May, said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring. So Frog was very sneaky. Frog changed Toad's calendar without him knowing it. So then when he woke him up, Toad thought that it was May. That's pretty funny. Here's what I'd like us to do for our writing assignment for Monday. Okay? Hang on, I gotta get a pen. All right, since Frog and Toad were talking about a calendar and the months that Toad had been asleep, I'd like you to practice writing the months of the year. You might need to ask your adult for help with spelling, or you might need to look on a calendar that's hanging in your kitchen or in your bedroom to help you have a model for spelling the months of the year. I do want you to write all 12 months. So for example, the first month of the year is January. So you will write the word January on your paper. What comes after January? February. That's right. So you're going to write February. That's one that I have to really stop and think about how to spell that. These are words that you guys are not expected to be able to spell on your own. So you can look at my model. You can have your grown-up help you with the spelling. You can look on a calendar in your house, or you can look on the internet to find how to spell all of the names of the months of the year. I want to emphasize that all months start with a capital letter. So don't use a lowercase as your first letter. Use a big capital letter because the months of the year are proper nouns. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. I would like you to write each month of the year just one time and then share your writing sample either through a text, picture, or on Google Classroom. Okay, wonderful. Have a great day, Cubs. Bye.